Hey guys, Charles coming at you here for another one. And in this one, I really want to talk about friends. I'm out checking on some snow right now. I'm just checking on the guys. We did some snow removal last night, and I'm just checking on them. But I want to talk about friends because this is kind of a sore topic for me, and this is my opinion. That's about all it is. But I don't really have any friends. I look at friends at a different equation, I guess you can call it. I don't believe that somebody that I just talked to or somebody that I know is my friend. But I'm talking like actual friends, like people that are confidants, people I don't have any. And part of it is I work a lot. I have very strong opinions. I know people like me, but they also work a lot. So I've been kind of screwed over by just about everybody I know. Throughout my life, so I just don't really have friends. We have couples that we know and that we hang out with. We know who they are. We're friendly with them, but like true friends, man, I don't know. So my opinion and my advice is this: I believe that human beings will self-preserve themselves over everything else. When push comes to shove, if it's their life or yours, they will choose theirs over yours. And that's okay. And when we talk about friends, here would be an example. So my life, I'm a pretty brash guy. I'm pretty opinionated. There's not a lot of people out there like me, in my opinion. I work a lot. I have strong opinions. So my entire life, I really haven't had a lot of friends. I believe that I will be super loyal to people, but I haven't been able to find that loyalty back. And I'll give you an example of this. A lot of my wife had a transplant. We went on vacation, we came back, and our entire fucking world changed. We just thought she was sick. We had really actually no idea. That was a bad week, but we found out, okay, she had to have a liver transplant. And at that point, we didn't really tell a whole lot of people. There was a few key people in our life that knew, but no one offered to help. No one really offered to help. And you had the superficials. Oh man, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you, friend. And then as we started trying to make preparations for what may or may not have ever happened. A few more people eventually found out. And again, no one really offered to help, saying, okay, what do we have to do to make sure that you guys are fine when this happens, right? We've got 2 young kids. We've got, that would have been an opportunity for a true friend to say, hey, what do you need from me? And that didn't happen. And then out of nowhere, we get the call. We had to go to Omaha, and she got a transplant. Luckily enough, she got a transplant. And I had even reached out to somebody because, again, I got 2 young kids. They're at home, right? We're trying to figure stuff out very, very rapidly. And I even called a friend and I said, hey, and I kind of went over things like, oh yeah, let me, and then I never heard back. And the people that knew that we were going through this, that I thought that would have been there, not one person said, hey, what do you need from me? Hey, where's your business at? What can I do to make sure that your fucking company stays in business, right? Hey, I'm getting on a plane right now. I will be in Sioux Falls tomorrow morning or tonight. Let me know what I need to do to make sure you guys are good, right? Or hey, I'm gonna send a member of my team out, you know what I mean? Or hey, I've told a member of my team to take over your stuff to make sure you're good. Nothing happened. We got of course, the Facebook, oh my God, prayers and all this other bullshit that really doesn't matter. But when it came down to it, it was Carly and I. My sister came to Omaha, but her family didn't come to Omaha. Her mom didn't fly out. Her dad, he had passed away the month before. My parents didn't. It was literally her and I. And what I realized at that point, in that moment, is that all the friends in the world, none of it matters. And I know this sounds, and I'm going to have people that just blow this off because every Facebook post is about how they're getting ready for a party with their friends and how good friends make good times and all this other stuff. But when it comes down to it, your significant other, that's who's going to be there for you. And when you build your company, keep that in mind. I think there's too many times where we rely on, I had a buddy here in town that I really considered a friend. I considered him a friend. He was a good guy. I actually still like the guy. He won't really talk to me anymore, but I actually like the guy. I really do. It's not what it is. So my point of it is keep your quote unquote friends. Have your friends, but don't rely so heavily on them, and don't put so much trust and so much faith into those people, because it could end up screwing you in the end. And I'm not saying that every single person's like that. There are good people out there. I really do believe that. But there are a lot of shitty people, and the shitty people make themselves available all the time. They're the first ones to RSVP. They're the first ones to be like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Like, they're always around, right? Find some good ones, because and if you ever need it, having people in your corner that will be there can change what happens. So that's my 2 cents on friends. I don't know, I'll probably end up deleting this, but that's my opinion. So take it for what you will. Have a great rest of the day, guys. See you in the next one. Later.